Well, this has been a long-awaited episode, huh?
It's been quite a while.
It's been a whole summer, damn near.
Literally, yeah, it's been literally a whole summer. Fuck, when was our last episode? Like May? No, it was released in May. Did we record it early May or like late April?
Like we recorded
early May.
Yeah, the beginning of May, and then 2 weeks we uploaded it,
and then
silence.
went Danny Phantom mode.
Yeah, what's wrong with us?
Well, you moved. We're in a completely new room now.
I'm excited for
We're
that.
literally
though.
in
The audio only.
We're literally in a theater room right
Got
now.
a few things coming, so
It's a fucking bug in here.
yeah, you like that fly?
No, I don't. I think it's a mosquito. Not a fly.
No, it's a fly.
It's a fly.
Is it a fly?
It's fucking
I had it on my
annoying.
face. I'm hoping you can't hear it on the microphone, but
I'm sure you can't. That'd be wild if you could like hear a fly like just.
get some high quality pods. It's
I'm
alright,
sure it would
bro.
be. It's like, oh, hold up, let him cook, let him speak.
Let my man spit. He got something to say.
What you got to say, little dude? Hey man, I don't think we can say that on the internet.
Bars, nigga.
That's wild.
I'd say honestly, it's been I mean, I do feel bad about stepping away from this as long as we did, but like I feel like all in all, it's been a pretty good summer.
Yeah, I'd say so. It's kind of, I mean, it always happens like this, but it went by really fast. I feel like.
Well, it's been like 4 months.
Yeah, I'm saying the summer.
Oh, this summer did, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were all really busy. Or I was at least. I don't know
Yeah.
about you guys, but
Really busy, really drunk,
Yep.
really drunk.
Really drunk.
bullshit. But you know,
Couple fights.
Exhausted from the black site. We're working 9-hour shifts every day.
yeah.
It's over with though.
It is, but honestly,
the
like
time
most
being.
of the summer, that's like most of my energy. To be honest,
Just waking up early.
just waking up
Pussy,
early
you
and just.
fucking pussy.
All right, man. Well, it's just like
you
work.
gotta
Waking
be
up.
an overtime dog.
What?
Yeah,
We didn't even get
Overtime.
overtime, dog.
I got overtime, dog.
Nah, just working 9-hour shifts. Not even getting up early. It's just working the 9 hours of like intensive labor, and then like we'd get off early on Fridays, but then I'd just be chilling for that extra couple hours on Friday.
You
Wouldn't really do anything productive. I feel like.
just too tired most of the time.
Yeah, it is what it is.
I mean, I guess it just depends on your definition of productivity. Because I know, like, I feel like we're a little hard on ourselves when it comes to productivity. You know what I mean? Like,
Like we always think we have to do more than we actually are doing.
yeah, like you don't like give yourself credit. You actually finished that show you were talking about and shit like
Right.
that, or like just because you didn't like necessarily advance towards your grandiose life goal with ambiguous steps, that doesn't mean you did nothing. You know what I mean?
Right.
True.
Because very rarely are the steps to your goal just laid out in front of you. So like,
Ain't that the truth?
yeah, so it's gonna be pretty hard to tell when you're making like real progress versus just like fake progress or just not doing anything at all.
What would you define as fake progress?
Well, not necessarily. Okay, that's the wrong phrase. I don't think there's a such thing as fake progress, but it's
Like
not like,
meaningless progress or something? Or
not necessarily meaningless, just indirect.
okay.
Like, for instance, like with this story I'm writing, I have yet to finish the first book of it, but I've finally penciled in some more characters. I've roughed out some of the edges that I was going to come up against later on. Like, if I just started willy-nilly writing this story, like, through the storyline, like, I would run into a lot of hitches, I feel like, because there were certain things I didn't iron out all the way yet.
Sure.
So I ironed those out, and it's
Like building the lore, essentially.
yeah, like just deepening the lore, and I've been doing that a little bit too much. Like I made the lore so deep that like I kind of forgot to come back to the first story and just keep going with that.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? It's like progress, but not necessarily forward progress, if that makes sense. Like you made a little sidestep here,
Yeah.
a little sidestep there. You're still kind of going that way though.
Yeah. I guess I can relate to that because I haven't really done any like personal like film or like YouTube projects that I wanted to do, but I've been like writing ideas down all summer. Like whenever like something pops in my head at work, I'll just take a couple minutes and write it into my notepad to hopefully eventually one day when I get in the right mindset, I'll be able to go and pursue it. But I mean,
How long is it gonna take?
I don't know. It depends for each one. I mean, each idea is a different idea.
Right.
It's not, I don't even really think it's the matter of how long does each thing take to finish. It's how do I get in the right mindset to start it and stay motivated. I think that's the biggest thing for me. It's just motivation to do things.
Yeah.
It's just
Especially
like getting
when you're
it
not-
started is just so hard.
I guess the first step's always harder.
Yeah.
But also just saying fuck it and doing it
True.
also helps some
True.
people. But
It does.
Perfectionism will hold you back.
yeah,
Facts.
trying to
It's
be
gotta
perfect,
perfect, it'll never come
yeah,
out.
yeah.
Facts. But it's also like the consistency too. Like even like say going to the gym, right? I could go for 3-4 days in a row, or I can go for a week in a row, but then the second week I miss one day because something comes up and then don't even want to go anymore.
Never hop back on the horse.
Where it's like you do want to go, but like it's getting there. Oh, for me, it's the first step is always the hardest. Just getting that ball rolling. I feel like
You need to push.
I need to push myself.
Yes.
I don't need to say I need to not rely on other people. That's honestly
Right.
one of my biggest red flags is trying to rely on other people when I can't even rely on myself.
Right.
And I need to learn to teach myself to do
Bars. Man. Sorry.
that. But I don't know. What about you, Keegan?
Well, when it comes to doing things, I'm a little different. I tend to just
You're
power
impulsive.
through it and just fucking get it done.
Sure.
I don't really care if it's perfect or not. As long as I'm doing something and I know that I did something, that's enough for me,
Yeah.
you know. I don't really care if it's I don't really care if it's perfect or not.
So you're kind of in the mindset of just like all steps count. Doesn't really
Right.
have to be perfect steps.
Right. Exactly.
I gotcha.
Good mindset,
Yeah.
I think.
All progress is good progress, I guess, you know.
True.
It's all going to lead you to your end goal anyway.
Yeah.
Like no matter if you take it the way of going every perfect step or doing a bunch of fuck ups, I mean, it's you're going to end up where you want to be if you keep doing it. So,
Hopefully. That's the goal.
yeah.
Yeah. And you can't always
Well,
stay
you-
so,
You're going to if you stick with it long enough. You can achieve anything.
Right.
Maybe not going to the moon, but maybe
Says you.
maybe making $1 million. Like that's very achievable. It's just the matter of steps, what steps you want to take to get there.
But I feel like the steps for that are just so unclear these days, though.
It's pretty clear.
All right, how do you do it? Breaking news. Keegan's going to tell us how
I've
to make
never
$1
made $1
million.
million myself. I couldn't tell you, but I could tell you ideas that could maybe work
Sure,
that I
yeah.
haven't tried yet.
True. Fair.
But
pretty much all any of us have anyway.
yeah. But none of that's a guarantee.
no, nothing's a guarantee though.
But nothing is a guarantee unless you try it either. so-
Exactly.
Well, I'd say you're guaranteed to fail if you don't try. That's a guarantee.
Bars. I mean, you miss every shot you don't take.
100% of them.
100% of them.
That's
And-
a statistic.
Yeah. Yep.
I think like the difficulty comes in is where you take shots, but you still fail because statistically you're going to most of the time. It's the few people that
But no, it's like
stand
it's-
back up and
It's
keep
like
going.
you try
though.
it 80 times, but the 81st time, it'll fucking work. You know.
True. But how many people quit after 30? After
All of 'em.
after
20.
Except maybe like
After
the
10.
2% of people don't quit. You know.
how many people quit after 80 and never get that 81st one?
It's probably a little slimmer, but
It's
definitely still
it
some.
all
Still-
depends on how you look at things. In
True.
Your life.
It's
Do you want to be the person that says that you tried 10 different things and it's never going to work for you because you think you did everything? Or do you want to keep doing it and doing it and doing it until that one time it finally works?
Yeah.
And you look back and you go, wow, I'm glad I did that.
right.
Not just, oh, fuck this. I hate my life now. I'm going to be nothing. Because that's what my past has shown me. No,
Yeah.
you got to take the next step forward and keep doing it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the next 10 steps aren't going to work for you, but the 25th one will, you know?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dark road.
That's a very dark topic.
I mean, hey man, Zay said we're gonna get deep on this one, so
Yeah.
fuck it.
Yeah. So the biggest reason why we were gone, obviously, I was moving. Work was backing us up a lot. Not a lot of free weekends since it was the summer. But now we're gonna get back into the grind part. I think.
Yeah.
We do have we got a little thing coming up here in a couple weeks. So
We do?
we do. I don't know. You want to say what it is?
I don't even
Or do we want to?
fully know. Are you talking about just setting up the new room or?
No.
I was talking about Hawaii, man.
Oh yeah. I forgot.
Oh, just the thing we've been planning all year.
Oh yeah, yeah. How could I forget?
I think we did mention it in episode 5, though.
I
Did
think
we?
so. Yeah.
It was
we
either
did.
5 or 4 we mentioned
Yeah, but
Hawaii.
Yeah.
I don't know if we mentioned. I don't know. I thought of this, but I kind of wanted to do a little podcast in Hawaii,
Dude, on the
with
beach.
like our phones
I
or
agree.
something.
Let's do it.
Just something.
I'm so into it.
So that could be a thing coming up.
I could probably even bring I have 2 lav mics, so we can have 2 lav mics, and then someone can have like a phone or whatever.
I mean, we could just set a phone up and just have like one phone like recorder sitting in some fucking chairs or something.
Well, we're gonna need individual mics.
Well, I
otherwise
know
it's not gonna
that.
sound
Or
good.
we could use our cell phones as mics.
Yeah.
Pull the audio off that. But I don't know. That should be fun. And then yes, the room. This is what I'm excited about.
Yeah.
Setting up the room.
Yes. So
What are our plans for that even? Just, audio,
we can't say
acoustic treatment.
anything yet, really, because we have to talk more about it.
Oh, that's fair. We don't even know.
No, I have a plan though.
I definitely want to sound treat it.
Yeah.
I think that'd be sick.
Just know the next time we upload a video podcast, it's gonna look a lot different.
Yeah.
A little bit more professional.
I feel like our next one's probably going to be Hawaii, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it might be.
If
In a
it's-
studio, I guess. Yeah.
If we do the Hawaii one, a video podcast.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
The
I mean,
next
as
one.
much as I would love to do one like on the beach, we don't have the budget to have like mics that
Right.
would mute out the fucking waves crashing and shit.
Yeah.
It's gonna sound good though. I
mean-
think it'll sound cool.
Little waves in the background. I mean, just
Well, yeah,
get.
but I mean, like,
far enough.
if we're not too close to the beach.
Yeah, I think we can make it work. Yeah, just get some like it'd probably just be a single cam
Yeah,
episode though. Just like have one of our phones set up.
we are gonna be right next to a resort though, so I hope there won't be like random tourists. And, like,
Yeah, but I think
children
we're on a
and shit.
private beach, aren't we?
Yeah, but like when
yeah.
you showed me the picture, I thought
I think we're cool.
access to it though. wouldn't
Yeah,
you?
it's like in between a totally private and like a public thing. Like people can still walk on it, but
Yeah.
there's hardly anybody there. It's on the north shore of Hawaii.
Does
In Oahu.
on the other side of the resort is there another beach? Like,
There's a beach all the way around the whole fucking island.
so they might use like the beach more close to the resort on both sides, whereas we're
Yeah.
kind of like
I mean, there's
off
like
to one
rocky
side.
parts where it's not a beach, but
Oh sure,
you know,
That's where we're gonna be climbing.
yeah.
we could even
gonna
just
get-
have a podcast on the
I'm gonna
rocks.
get
who cares?
wet.
Oh dude, I'm so hype. I hope it's not too cold.
No,
I'm slightly kind of
So-
like worried about it.
Mason went there the other week. He told me that the water's super clear and really warm.
Yeah, but didn't he go like end of August? We're going still like
It's still gonna be
Middle
warm,
October.
dude. It's a tropical island.
it's true. That's true.
It's still pretty far west. You know what I mean?
That is true. That is true. I guess I just have no like basis for what it's gonna be like.
You're right.
Well, you ever been to the Southwest, just in general?
Southwest, no. I've
Southwest is gorgeous.
been to the southeast.
I want to find some like
I've been to the northwest.
cool animals or fucking insects that are out there though.
Fucking
I
crabs.
don't know what's
and-
out there besides like
Is there
the normal.
scorpions? No.
Huh?
Are scorpions kind of like a
That's like
They
an
had scorpions in Arizona. But I don't
Oh,
know
really?
about Hawaii.
yeah, but I wasn't
Oh
sure.
yeah.
I wasn't sure if like scorpions were kind of like beach dwellers too, kind of like crab stuff.
I don't. Nah, probably because of crabs that they're not beach
Oh, yeah,
dwellers.
probably not.
They're in the same family, and it just wouldn't make sense for scorpions to hang out on the beach.
You think we could see a squid?
I want to
Like
see
an
a
If I
octopus.
fucking
see a
whale.
squid, I'm swimming the other way. I don't give a fuck if I can swim or not.
Why?
Fuck squid. Bro.
I want to see a
you know-
dolphin.
You don't like
you know-
squids?
Bro, most of their suction cups have fucking teeth in them.
What?
Yeah,
I did not
how
know
do you
that.
think they get onto shit, bro? Like those little holes, they can push out little teeth through them.
Wait, is
shits,
that the
bro.
same for
I don't know if that's all
octopi?
squid, but
Or is that just squid?
They have teeth on their fucking tentacles.
yeah.
What?
You ever see them ships after
No.
the fucking massive squid shit? Yeah,
No.
dude.
Ugh.
I don't know if all of them do. I might have
Okay.
to look that up. Like
That's
that's,
fair.
Oh,
that's
I know where
we
to
can
put
use a
that
Sully.
one.
Be like, hey, Sully. Hey, whoa, wait. Damn.
Kiki about to get circumcised by a squid.
God damn.
Zesty.
Damn.
I think if there's one like message you can take out of all the nonsense, you know what I mean? It's that grinding has a season. Grinding definitely I mean, obviously if you're in dire straits, grinding is like year round type deal.
But we can't afford to do that. Sadly. Otherwise we would.
Well, yeah, but you'll also end up killing yourself, bro. Like
No, I'm talking like I wish that we could put more videos, more talking out into the
oh yeah.
internet, you know?
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like as of right now, making these videos is still a grind for us,
Right.
Because it's not like
Still very much on the side.
Yeah.
yeah, like it's still very much a side gig. So like, I don't know what you can have your goals. You can zoom all the way out, think about the bigger picture, but don't forget about your daily life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that's why we took the summer off because like we didn't even necessarily mean to, but like we still had a lot of life to live.
Yeah.
We're still pretty. I'd say we're relatively in our prime yet, right? Like
I'd say so. Early 20s.
I like that we got our base down. That's what I really like.
Yeah.
We got somewhat of a understanding of what we want to do, what we want to be.
Well, and
Yeah.
it's like what you were telling me the other day too. Like you felt like we've all just kind of spent time bonding and like
Yeah, we've definitely got a
strengthening
lot
our
closer,
friendship, you know.
over the summer.
yes.
Not to sound like cringy at all, but
Christian summer camp.
but
was cool.
yeah, we all spent this,
Over our
summer
mission
at
trip.
camp. It was a real good time. Caught a lot of fish.
Fuck fishing. I hate fishing, man.
You're
Fishing can be
pussy,
lit.
dude.
The only time I've ever enjoyed fishing was is it koi fish? I don't know. I don't remember what kind of fish it was, but you sit on a boat like really close to the shore with nets, and you have to do it at like 4 a.m. That was kind of lit.
There's
Tryna
a name for
remember.
that, but I forgot what it is.
Fucking forget what it was, but it was sick.
All my fishing homies are gonna be. mad
You were
that I
catching
don't remember
lobster.
No, we were catching fish. It's a type of fish. I forget what it was. Because it's also like right when the ice melts too, or either right when the ice melts or right
there-
before
Oh,
it freezes.
crawfish?
No, it's fish, not like a shelled fish.
Huh.
It's like normal fish. I forget.
It's not a show.
I don't
it's
know.
not
I
a
haven't been
shellfish.
fishing in
It's
a
like
while.
crocodile type of fish.
I forget what kind of fish it is. As soon as I walk out of here, I'm gonna remember. I'm sure.
Should we go on a boys fishing trip?
I mean, that could be lit.
I would.
I've never.
Let's change his mind about fishing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I've just never really had good experiences with it. Just
Because
like,
you don't know where to go. I know where to go.
not even that. It's just like the people I go with aren't my vibe.
I'll be your vibe.
I mean, I have a podcast with you, so I'd say so.
Okay, but a fishing trip is a slightly different experience. It's like a quintessential male bonding.
I mean, I've never done
experience.
that. I've never done that.
I mean, I haven't either, but like I've been invited a few times, and like I'll see it on my friend's Snap stories. Like you, Keegan, do you have Kerbo on Snap?
Yeah. Yep.
Dude, when he caught that pelican, dude, I was fucking dying.
bro
Bro.
caught a pelican.
Bro,
Yeah,
this
he's
guy
like-
caught like 25 fish in one night.
Yeah, Kerbo a menace with the
Just for
hook,
himself.
bro. Just by himself, but like
Breaks his fucking.
just like watching him crack beers on the boat and like throw the line back out there, like that shit looks like a vibe, man.
Damn, that does kind of sound fun.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You just gotta go with the right people. Get a little sunburn going, you know what I'm saying?
I'd be willing to give it a shot. I mean, I've never really been much of like a boat person, but like
Do you get seasick?
no, I'm just terrified of water because I can't swim.
Ah.
Because I was thrown out of a boat when I was a child and told to swim, and that didn't teach me how to swim.
Just didn't work.
Just gave me PTSD. Yeah.
Well, ideally, when
I got a plan.
I was gonna say, like, usually that's in a pool, like that
No,
whole-
it was in the middle of a lake.
Yeah, I know. I don't think that's
Damn.
the ideal setting for the throw you in the water, teach you how to swim.
Yeah, that's totally fair. No, but over the like past couple of years, like I've been like pushing myself to go on the boat, and like I can go on a boat now. Like it's fine. I actually find it pretty fun. Like every like 4th of July, we'll like go out and get drunk, and I think that's pretty fun.
Yeah, I feel like 4th of July is like the perfect time to do that.
You ever like float down a river in a raft?
Oh, that's fun.
No, I
And just
wanted
get
to go on a
drunk,
float, though.
dude. It's so
Or like
much fun.
tubes.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
tubes.
tubes.
Yeah.
That shit's fun.
You just get in like a big little circle. Everyone's on their own tube.
I always get way too
And you
drunk.
just- oh yeah, and it's like
I'm
10
passed
a.m.
out by I'm passed out by the end of it. I'm done. Just sunburnt. Fuck.
Yeah,
That's like a next summer goal for me.
dude. We should do it. We should do it. You should come up where I'm from. It's a beautiful river up there.
Well, there's a pretty big river where I'm from too, but you wouldn't want to sail on that.
Yeah, you probably not. Yeah. Well, you've been up where I'm from. You've never been up there.
Nah.
And it's fucking gorgeous up there. I
I
hope
don't think I've
the
ever been
up in
north
the,
of here.
up in the
The North Woods.
up in the Northwoods.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope the river next year is higher because this year we got stuck on like a lot of rocks because the water level is low.
Yeah.
Damn.
But
Have you guys heard anything about like the music industry lately?
Well,
Because I have one guy in particular that like stands out. That's like blown up.
talking about Tizo Touchdown.
No,
He's pretty huge
it's
all of
like
a sudden.
it's well, you know that one country guy.
Morgan Wallen.
No,
Or
the newer guy that I was showing you, the
the
Richmond-
of
north of Richmond,
north of
yeah,
Richmond.
yeah, yeah.
Oliver Anthony. This guy,
that guy.
oh, that
I
guy.
just want to mention like how many views his YouTube video got in 1 month.
I mean, he blew the fuck up, didn't he?
Yeah. So I forget what the YouTube channel's called. I think like Radio something, Radio
Sure.
Wave. I don't know,
It's
but
not iHeartRadio,
he.
is it?
What's that?
It's not iHeartRadio, is it?
No. This is like a whole like for like underground music artists, I think.
Oh, okay.
They just like upload. But he got 65 million views in 1 month.
Radio
On his song.
WV.
Radio WV. Okay.
It's currently sitting at 67 million.
That's
views.
insane.
That's crazy.
For 1 month.
I mean, he just went.
And like starting from nothing to going to that. And now he's already doing concerts and shit.
That's a lesson in how to ride the algorithm.
Right.
Yeah.
So his whole thing is he's like for the people. So this was like last week I was reading, and so he had a show planned and he canceled it because the venue upcharged people for prices of the ticket, and he wanted
Yep.
it to be affordable for what do you call that? He just wanted it to be affordable for people, like
Yeah.
$20 tickets, but they upcharged it to like 70.
Because the
Yeah.
venues need their
So
fees,
he canceled
dude.
the whole fucking show.
Damn.
Props to him, man.
Yeah.
That's,
I mean,
that's
shit.
Respect.
The whole reason he went viral is because his song was incredibly relevant
Right.
to like today's society.
Right.
And like I've seen a lot of people like have that type of message, but then they go viral and they make a bunch of money, and then they join that 1%.
Right. But
and
he
then they
didn't
flip.
sign with a label. He's just himself.
Well, but hearing that he didn't immediately just let the money consume him. And he's
Right.
like, nah, I could do that for the money, but no, I want this is for the people.
That's what I wanted to like point out. It's like he didn't do it for the money. He did it like because he wanted to prove something.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
what's going on is not okay. And yeah.
Yeah, I kind of see where you're coming from there.
That's pretty respectful.
Because I know that country is not like your guys' thing, but I
mean,
I think it shows a lot for every genre of music.
Yeah.
Like
Oh yeah.
sometimes it's not about the money.
No.
And someone had to do it, and it looks like he's doing it. So
I'd be excited to see where it goes. but,
Right.
like, I don't think.
I'm not saying he's not making any money because
No, he definitely
he'd be
is.
stupid
Like,
not to make
Yeah.
any money. But
I don't think that's really the gripe though. I think the gripe is that like people when they went to book him for shows, when they went to book him for the RNC
right,
and shit like that, that just goes to show like you can't be too vague about your message.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You gotta like with this story I'm writing and stuff like that, like I want my message to be pretty clear.
Right.
Like the more room for misinterpretation you leave, the more shit like that is gonna happen. Like
Yeah.
they booked this guy thinking like, oh, he's saying this Like he's saying the things he's saying because he's against like fat people on welfare or some shit.
Sure.
Because there is a line in the song that does kind of come off like that, and you realize a lot of people sympathize with the message of like, oh yeah, these rich people up here are making it worse for everybody else. But some people just hooked on to that part, like, yeah, it's the people on welfare that are the problem. And those people tried to book him for shows, and they realize he's not siding with that interpretation. That's not what he meant by that.
Yeah.
Or else he would actually give more of a fuck about the money and stuff like that.
Right.
It's
I mean,
more
actions
about, like,
speak a lot louder than his words, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it just goes to show that he really is. It seems
Yeah,
like
he really is about that life. He's not just saying that to shit on poor people or something like that. He really believes the things he says.
Yeah, well,
like.
I heard this off the Joe Rogan podcast actually, and about this guy. I mean, you don't got to be religious or anything, but apparently he was like super close to taking his life, I think.
Oh.
And then
Sounds about right.
he started to pray to God, and then exactly 30 days later that song came out and blew up.
Really?
Like that's kind of like the storyline.
That's a man fucking singing blues from his soul.
Yeah.
Like that's some like just putting good vibes into the universe and the universe looking back at you.
Right.
Type shit.
Like a cry for help, and then
because like you could say that like, oh, he curated that, he knew that was gonna ride the algorithm.
you don't know.
I mean, unless you're Mr. Beast, I mean, it's clear in hindsight. Oh yeah, it's about something super relevant.
Right, but
obviously it's going to.
Nobody had ever heard of him before. Like,
well, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. It's the fact of, I don't believe that he sat there and for months trying to curate that song for the algorithm. No, he just was feeling what he was feeling and sang about it, and it just resonated with so many people. And he struck a wave. He got
the American
really lucky.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah, quote unquote.
And I mean, there's something else to be said about like music venues and shit too, and how evil they are, and how they
labels
becoming... not even labels. I mean individual like venues, like where they play.
Yeah.
So like
the one that tried to upcharge his tickets.
His tickets. Did you know a lot of venues are requiring like 10 to 20% off of their merch sales?
What?
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of makes sense. Like you're not.
Yeah,
like,
but is it
it's
said
not like,
before or? Like,
it's probably in something you got to sign if you read.
Yes, but a lot of venues are like increasing that. Like it wasn't as much, and like some venues didn't even like take, because it's the merch sales. It should be just for the artist. That's the whole point of the merch booth. You know, they pay thousands of dollars to even be able to play there, and then they take portions of ticket sales. So the merch has always in the past been the one thing that you can like support, rely on to go straight to the artist to support them. But now they're starting to take a lot more of that too, which is, it sparked a lot of debate like a month or two ago. It's just interesting because like obviously the venues don't really need it. It's greed.
Yeah, it's pretty much greed.
It's greed.
yeah.
I'm not sure why the venues didn't think of this in the first place. Like you got to realize, like you bring a local artist into your bar, like a lot of times they're not going to sell more beers. You know what I mean? Like if your bar is like suffering for some reason, like bringing an artist in there will help, but like the customers in there are coming for the artist, not for your shitty beers or your oversalted.
You might make a couple $100 more, but
if
for
that,
one night, you know.
You really think it's that? Them trying to fucking play John Taffer on themselves?
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, why
Not
else
just
would
them
you
being
hold,
greedy?
Why else would you hold a concert in a bar instead of like a whole venue? Or why would you accept an artist into your bar as opposed to a venue? It's supposed to boost business to your bar.
Yeah, that's fair.
And if it doesn't, I could see them trying to get it back somewhere else.
But even like big venues, like actual concert halls are doing the same thing.
Concert halls, yeah, like that's pretty well documented. Not to mention they got their own concessions at concert halls that are literally like 150% markups.
Fucked. Dude, being in when I was 19, when I was a screen printer, being in that industry, seeing how easy it is to print these shirts, and also having some insight on how much like my company bought those like shirts, like blank shirts, like in bulk, and then seeing how much they're sold for.
Oh yeah, they just buy like boxes of those jerseys or whatever the fuck
Yeah.
shirts.
They fucking.
Probably, like,
I think
pennies
what
on the dollar.
it was like 120 shirts for $200, or like hoodies. I mean hoodies,
Damn,
like a
that's
whole
it?
hoodies.
whole hoodies, like Gildan's, like cheaper ones. But
Yeah,
then you
still.
see people turn around selling those for $60 a pop,
Just because of what you put on it.
just because of a fucking print you put on it. Yeah, and it's crazy how much money you can make with it.
Damn.
Yeah, merch is honestly an incredible business.
Well, I want
We
to
gotta
start
build
some.
it good enough. We just gotta build a good enough following to sell merch. You know what I mean?
Facts. I mean, shit. If
That's where it starts.
what is the math? If 1,000 people bought a $60 hoodie, you're what, rolling in $60K? Is that the math?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
God damn.
it's pretty hard to get people to even click
Right.
away on a shop, let alone spend $60, let alone spend $5. Like
Right.
say if we had a Patreon, like that's hard.
I don't think it's the $5. I think it's the fact that it's like every month.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's like, because sometimes I'll be like self-conscious, even though it's only like $60 a year. It's still just like, this could come out of my account at my absolute lowest, and I'm gonna be pissed. So like,
Well, I mean, look at, it's just like an incredibly like fierce competition too. I mean, look at all the times that you're doom scrolling and you see some guys, you're like, oh, they're kind of cool or whatever, and then they plug the Patreon and you're like, nah, and you just scroll. You just go on.
yeah,
Even
please
if
come
you
out.
fuck with
Because you
them.
know what they want. You know?
I mean, everyone wants the same thing.
Unless
you want
you're,
to be,
unless
you
you're
want
like
support.
truly interested in someone.
Well, that's the thing. Say we have 1,000 people following us. Like statistically, we're only gonna have maybe 5% of that.
Right.
Maybe 10% actually like us that much to go support us.
Right.
So now if you have 1 million people, you might have 10,000 people.
Right.
If that.
Which is still a lot.
Which is
but,
great.
like,
That's incredible. That is enough.
$50,000.
That is enough to support you.
Oh yeah.
But it's like this just goes to show how hard it is.
Oh yeah. Well, not to mention, it's like, I feel like something like Patreon also comes from like I feel like most of the time it comes from a place of almost pity, if that makes sense. Not like pity, but like, I don't know. Well, okay, here's how I'll put it. For me personally, I find it hard to give to somebody's Patreon who's already doing so much better than me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, why am I giving you my hard-earned $5 a month when you have this super expensive setup? You got all this shit. You got everything you would ever need to bring me the content that I like.
Yeah.
Why would I, for free, mind you, like for free to me, why would I pay you to provide it?
And it's a very hard thing to justify, but they only can provide that through the Patreon. So it's a weird double-edged sword, you know,
It
like
is.
especially when you get to a certain threshold. I feel like you're like, oh, you're already stupid rich. Why do you need my $5? And be like, well,
Right. And then like,
it's all because of you guys.
yeah. And then like
you know?
5 years later, you're like, damn, why don't you make videos no more? You know what I mean? It
Yeah.
just became unsustainable.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of like exclusive content that you won't see for free
Yeah.
as well. I mean,
I feel like that's what
Or,
ropes
like,
me in more than anything. The
The
few
exclusive
patrons I am paying right now are
Same.
because like, well, one of them is because I just wanted to support a friend in the community, but like
Yeah.
the other ones are because it's like, okay, I really do value this content and I want some of that exclusive shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like you want more.
Yeah, I
Like
want
these dudes
more
are
of said
funny as
content.
fuck. Oh, they have like a mini podcast or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
all right, you got me. You know.
You got me. I'm sold. And I think that should be the better approach.
I agree.
At least for us, at least I think we should try like exclusive content for
Yeah.
people who pay for it.
I agree. What are some of the things that we would do, you think? Just like,
Well, I've got a lot of not safe for work stories I could be telling that I
true.
never do because, you know, this could come across our boss's desk or something.
well, they're gonna have to pay for it. Then.
we're gonna have to pay for
Yeah,
it.
just pay it. If you really want to know how I feel about you, pay the $5.
I feel like we could also do like shorter but more topic oriented like episodes, like
I agree.
10-15 minute conversation about fast food or I don't know, some random shit.
Yeah.
Or a specific word off of your fucking dictionary. We can go through the whole dictionary word by word.
Oof, the dictionary.
Just
of
like a
food
10-minute
of
pod
sorrows.
or like Q&As.
Q&As are fun.
Q&As would be really cool.
I just don't want to turn into one of those streams that reads fucking Reddit posts. You know what I mean?
No. Though apparently, I mean, if you want to feed the algorithm,
It's pretty lucrative,
Yeah.
easily. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, you're making money off of other people's stories. It's just reaction content at the end of the day.
See, so that's something that always like pulls me in two different directions. Trying to grow organically and be genuine, but also wanting to play the algorithm to actually see progress.
Yeah, it's like the love of the money versus the love of the
I think
art
everybody's
itself.
got to do it a little bit.
I think so. It just feels morally like
I mean, I think it's okay
Gray.
if you do that to get like a substantial following.
I think so too. It's
And
just
then-
it just feels weird.
And then switch back to what you would want to do.
Yeah.
That feels kind of disingenuous though. 'cause
It
you're
is.
gonna-
Well, it
does.
is. But if you gotta do what you gotta do.
But looking
sometimes.
at the game, like that's really the business is business. The only way
Yeah,
to
it's
actually
like
make it
business is
is to
business.
play it a little bit.
and how many people are actually gonna like notice that?
I mean, shit,
know?
dude.
A lot of people.
You
do.
think?
Yeah,
Dude, our biggest
But they
short,
still watch anyway.
dude, our biggest short is the reaction one.
yeah,
where we
we're reacting to
inputted
Giannis.
nothing.
Yeah, just no input whatsoever.
And it's
Is it
kind of
really?
yeah. The Giannis one,
yeah,
it has like 15,000 views on
We should
on
do
Instagram organically.
We should do another reaction to Aaron Rodgers.
I think we're probably a little late on that one.
It just happened last week.
I
Oh,
feel
you're
like
talking
it's
about
I feel like it's
Aaron's
talked out
Achilles.
already.
No, how he got hurt.
I mean, like a reaction video or just talk about it.
Like a reaction, like a clip
Yeah.
of like watching his injury because there's a zoomed in video of his tendon of his Achilles
Yeah, I've
just
seen it.
snapping. It's nasty.
It's gross.
Yeah,
it's fucking disgusting.
that'd be a cool reaction.
Yeah.
But I'm just exposing us now. So
I mean, it's not anything that anyone hasn't done before. I mean, Mr. Beast literally goes out there and says, "Yeah, I do this."
I feel like it's better if we're honest and not just.
I mean,
trying
that
to-
was kind of the whole point, was to be honest.
we lost 2 subscribers.
What are we at, 65 now?
R.I.P.
Yep.
Rip. That's
The
fine.
honest one was not our biggest
Look on Instagram.
on Instagram.
On Instagram, it has like 14, 15,000
What?
views, all
Just
organically.
organically.
Yeah. That
Does
one
it
popped
really?
off. Yeah, that one popped off.
It's kind of crazy.
Holy
I
shit!
don't
It
know.
does,
Yeah.
But I think that's almost every artist gripe to a certain extent. You know what
dude.
I mean?
That got 4,500 likes.
Damn.
And we didn't add nothing to it.
There was
we
nothing.
did nothing. We didn't even boost that one.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
You riding the waves, dude.
So-
Knowing what's trending and knowing how to execute it properly. I think that's hard to do for like the podcast, like topically though, is because like
that's why
I
we
would
got to
love-
pull certain. We got to pull the ones that will get the views.
we're just not consistent enough. 'Cause
No.
news moves so fast. We'd have to
Right.
we'd have to do something like
well, dude.
we'd have to turn it around in
that
48
Giannis one
hours.
we uploaded months after that happened.
It was like a single month.
A
maybe.
single
it was a
month,
single month.
but still,
But it probably
that's a
would've been
long
big.
time in the sports world. You know,
True, but if it was week of, it probably would have gotten double
Yeah.
that. You know what I mean?
What would you do if you tore your Achilles?
Fucking kill myself.
Well, apparently Aaron Rodgers wants to come back by the playoffs if he can, because they're doing a whole different type of procedure,
Really?
like a new procedure that no one else has really done besides him.
He's going to fucking Panama.
He's gonna
and
get
stem
some stem
cells. in it,
cells
Yeah.
Jeez.
He's not gonna say that, but
bro.
I mean, it's legal. out
playoffs
there.
is only in February or January.
You know what? If they
At
made it
his
to the
age?
playoffs and like
If that happens, that will be insane.
that would be low key lit. I mean, he doesn't need to run that much. Technically,
I mean, he could just stay inside the pocket.
He
throw a
could,
couple
yeah.
touchdowns. You know,
his arms are fine.
but they would obviously have his whole leg wrapped up and shit like
Yeah.
that. But
Would he even be allowed to play, even if he wanted to?
yeah, it's up to the doctor. They have to clear him,
Damn, that's wild.
and then it's up to the team to decide if they want to or not.
Yeah, I
but
think-
they're paying him 200 or almost 200 million, so I think that they would play him.
if they can.
I don't know, man.
That's crazy.
I don't know. Yeah, that
But
just
would
happened
they-
last.
Would they want to be the team responsible for ruining Aaron Rodgers though? Like, imagine he comes back and fucks this shit up worse. Like, think about how
Then he's
old
done.
That's
He's
his
gonna
choice.
retire. I mean,
Well, yeah,
it's either
but, like-
he's gonna consider retirement right now or come back,
I
or
feel
just
That'd be honestly such the worst hit to your ego though. You leave your home team that built you up
Yep.
just to 75 seconds into your new career, your
Yeah.
new team, you blow your Achilles and you retire. That's such a lame way to go out. But it's honestly it's reality.
Yeah.
yeah. That's why he doesn't want to retire.
He
He doesn't want that to be his story.
Isn't it crazy how we're in the timeline where Aaron Rodgers fucks his ACL up 75 seconds into his season?
His Achilles.
What would you say of the other timelines?
He's
Like the one where he
the
doesn't?
star quarterback again for the Jets or something.
For the Packers.
No, like he still left for the Jets,
Yeah.
but he never busted his shit.
So like 2 weeks ago in practice.
Yeah, but like
never busted
actually, what if what if we get to the timeline to where Rodgers carried the Jets to the Super Bowl and Love carried the Packers? Wouldn't that be insane?
That'd
Jets
be
v Packers Super Bowl.
Dude.
That would be
Yeah.
actually insane.
That would
but it's
be nuts.
not gonna happen now because he fucked his shit up.
Well, if he comes back in the playoffs.
There's
Depends on if they play each other before the. I don't know if. I forget if
I don't-
Jets or AFC.
I don't think they play each other. I think I looked into it.
I think they're different divisions, so they could play each other in the Super Bowl.
In the Super
that
Bowl,
would-
but they
that's
won't play
only-
each other during the season, I don't think.
That's a fucking -1000% chance.
Yeah. Like that's a very slim chance.
If you put like $100 bet on that and that hit, you're retiring for the rest of your life.
what? On if he comes back, you're saying?
No,
Or,
if that was to happen,
or like Packers v Jets
Yeah.
Super Bowl?
that would be the best storyline in NFL history.
That would be insane. I mean, I guess it could technically still happen, but
yeah.
but
yeah.
Rodgers playing in it, I don't know. But
Um,
what, a 6-month recovery for an Achilles heel though? That's
minimum 6 to 10 months, I think.
yeah.
Like regularly.
Well, it's usually like a
But
year.
if you're
or
doing
2.
stem cells and
So what, because the Super Bowl's in what, 6 months?
yeah, well, it's in February. 6. I don't know how far that.
Close enough.
I can't do math right now.
I think that's around 6 months ish. 5 months. I don't know.
Yeah. But how
yeah,
many
that's
of
insane, though.
these fucking audio only podcasts are we gonna do?
Honestly, I think we should just kind of keep the consistency up and just work on the flow. Just work on just vibing. Do as many as
Yeah,
We
and
need
we're only
until-
talking about.
till the room is set
We're
up.
only talking about our fucking podcast again, just to be a little transparent, since we have been gone
Yeah.
for a long time. So that's gonna end after this fucking episode.
Yeah.
So
Dude, our Hawaii episode is going to be lit. I
That's
feel
gonna
like
be
that's
fun.
going to be a one-off video episode.
that's gonna be everybody's fucked
Until-
up in that fucking episode.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a special.
But yeah, that's gonna be a special.
I'm going
so
to
look forward
I'm
to
gonna
that
find
one.
a tortoise to sit on my lap.
If you guys,
while we
this
record
is going to
that.
be uploaded before our Hawaii special. So comment some ideas down in our comments on YouTube if you want us to, or some ideas that you want us to do out in Hawaii, because we have no idea what we're doing.
Dude, yeah. All I'm planning on is breaking my no energy drink rule to stay up for like 21 hours every day. Stay up as long as I humanly can.
Bro got that FOMO bad as hell.
Dude, facts. I want to be exploring that whole damn island.
All
No.
right, enough spoilers.
I mean, realistically, I'm probably going to end up passing out for like 12 hours, but
We're gonna be so fucked.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, it'll be on camera. So,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I got to buy a gimbal.
but yeah, this was fun.
Hell yeah. We were closing it out? We're at 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
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 All right.
This was fun. A lot more to come, and update on the room and Hawaii.
It's a nice back to basics type thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Missed y'all.
Miss y'all.
Missed y'all.
Fuck yeah. More to come.
I miss you more though.
Yeah, this is our 3 a.m. text asking, "Are you up?"
Mr. Beast, please reply.
Playin By Ear.